Hi, Dr. Steve Warren at Regenerative Wellness Center. I've had a couple of questions recently from patients and other people about something called PRP, which stands for platelet-rich plasma. And they say, what is it? We're hearing about it, now that not necessarily because of the coronavirus right now, but people are looking at different ways of improving their health. And we're getting more alternative ideas out there because people are now looking at this virus and say, what else can we do? There's no traditional medicines, what can we do? So not saying that PRP is going to help with the coronavirus, but I want to talk about it because we're using it for so many other, diseases, so many other processes. So basically, PRP is something that comes out of your body. We draw your blood out, with a small little syringe, take your blood out, we spin it down, and then we locate inside of the plasma where these platelets are sort of concentrated. We take out that substance and then we're ready to use it. And you say, well, what's in it? Well, platelets. What we thought when I was going to medical school, platelets were used to stop bleeding. We know that if you cut yourself, the platelets form a clot, and then it starts forming the scar, and that's how it heals. But we're finding out, I've done a lecture recently to a lot of doctors in the state about the biology of platelets, and I can tell you there's hundreds of proteins and messengers inside of platelets that are there to start the whole healing process. And so from the original injury that we have to when it's finally healed, it's dealing now mostly with platelets. They're sort of like the conductors of a symphony. They're there to coordinate a lot of other messengers and a lot of other processes in our body to heal them up. So whether it's a cut, whether it's a torn muscle, torn ligament, PRP we're finding makes a big difference, and we're using it in a variety of areas. And so you look at that PRP, which are all those platelets, and I'm shocked. The platelets are small, but we have millions and millions of them in our body per cc of our blood. We just millions of them. What they can really do, I'm shocked. The lecture I give on just the biology of platelets is something like an hour and a half long, just talking about what platelets could do. And I thought they used to just clot your blood. But so let's say that you have a torn muscle, or you have a ligament that's torn, or you have another injury. We can take the PRP out of you, spin it down, and then we can inject it into your joints. We can inject it into that muscle. We can do it into a ligament. We can put wherever I used to use steroids for, I'm now using PRP. And so it's safe because it's your own. We check it out. If it's sort of cloudy or has lipids in it, we can't use it. So we want you to have good, clear PRP. And then we inject it with a small needle. We don't even have to use any numbing agent because it's such a small needle. We cool the area down with a little liquid that cools the area, put the little pinprick in there, and we put in your own plasma into. So we're concentrating those platelets by sometimes 8 to 10 fold higher than they are in your normal blood. And so with all those healing factors and growth factors, we've got 8 times the amount there that go to work trying to heal your body. So if you have a torn muscle, tendonitis, where the tendon's been pulled, anything we can use it. We're also using it for hair growth. I use it a lot to help stimulate people's hair growth. I use stem cells for the first treatment, and then after that, for 2 or 3 treatments afterwards, we use PRP injected into the scalp. We use it for TMJ joints. We use it for shoulder injuries, hips, knees, backs, anywhere there's been some damage, we can put the PRP into it. I've recently been doing it into wounds, diabetic wounds. We inject the edges of it with the PRP, and it helps them grow faster and heal faster. So, keep it in mind. Is sort of, does not have stem cells in it. Some people say, well, PRP has stem cells in it. It doesn't have stem cells, but it's less expensive than stem cells or even orange jelly, but it's your own. You don't have to worry about things, and we're giving you that, the ability to heal yourself. And I think what's greater than not having a medication or a steroid that can suppress you, but your own body healing itself. It's just at a higher rate because we're concentrating it. So, let's use it. Talk about it. Come down to my office and we can talk about it, and we can show you how it works. And I'd be glad to show you the real benefits of PRP in your life.